My name is Ellen Woodbridge and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia. I am here with a follow-up video from Tuesday. So for those of you who join me live on Facebook on Tuesday, or hello Mr. Bobby. Sorry. For those of you who join me live on Tuesday on Facebook, or saw the replay here on YouTube, I made this card for my granddaughter. Now, this was card front number 3. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. This was card number 3. So, what I said on Tuesday's video, and I put these away really safely and had some trouble finding them, that I would take card front 1 and 2 and we would make an alternative card. Basically, the things that happened was I had issues with the sentiments. So I still have a decent amount to use, and I'm just going to wing it, and we're going to make these together. So wing it a bit like I did on Tuesday, but I think with a bit less stamping. Hello, Bev. Thank you so much for joining. Nice to see you're all here. My replay is up and working. So please, as you're heading in, hey Kathy, hey Sheila, hey Cheryl, as you're coming in, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. It helps me a lot, and it does help other people find us and come join the fun, because I know you girls in the live chat that are subscribers. So if you do want to join the live chat, please make sure you're a subscriber. Hello Corinne, hello Leslie. Just because I've had some troubles in the past. Hello Miss Bonnie. And I had to make it subscriber chat only because there were some not very nice people. Hello Shari. So I have grabbed out bits and bobs from my use it up pouch. I've got it here. I really don't know what I'm doing. I think the first thing I will do once I flip around is I'm going to grab over my dies and see what tickles my fancy, because I have 2 approximately the same size bits I want to cut out. So I don't know if we're making 1 card or 2 cards, or we're just stuffing up another card like we did last time. So we will see. Oh, Miss Deborah Mitchum, hello, how are you? So let's flip around. Have you guys ever had the disaster that I had? Did you enjoy seeing, if you saw this video, did you enjoy seeing in real time this card just disintegrate in front of your eyes? And then we brought it back from the ashes like a phoenix. And I am giving Ivy this card tonight. We're seeing her for dinner tonight. Hello, Miss Mudgy. You enjoyed seeing it, Corinne. I'm glad. I did get a titch frustrated, but we got there in the end, in the time frame. Hello, you need some inspiration. I'm not sure how inspiring we're going to be today, but we're going to save some things that didn't work on Tuesday. While I flip you over, I will update you. The funeral that I went to was lovely. It was a very small funeral, family and a few family friends supporting them, because she was 90, so sadly a lot of her friends had already passed. But yes, it was lovely, and it was lovely to catch up with my pseudo brothers. For those of you who don't know, I'm an only child. I don't know if that shows, but yes. Oh, thank you, Deb. Yes, so I grew up with this lady's grandsons, and it was just lovely to see them again. And one has been in Germany for 10 years, and we spent a lot of time together, which was lovely. It's just lovely to know that we've still got that connection from when we were kids, which I liked. I'll go turn off the light. And he's staying not far from me, really. So I was able to say, drop in any time. Come and annoy me, because I am the elder of the three of us. So, yes, it was just lovely. Now, I'm going to grab my dies. If I groan, it's because this box is really, really heavy. So, these are what we're looking at. This is my die box. It's just a box from the $2 shop. Now, stitch rectangles may work. All that's going to be too small. Tree rings, no. Picture this, no. Hippos. I had a thought about stamping and very quickly colouring a hippo, so I'm going to grab out the hippo dies and pop them to the side. Wisteria, I'm looking for more basic shapes. Stylish shapes may work. Sentiment silhouettes. Do you know what? I am grabbing sentiment silhouettes out because I was thinking I could cut this shape and stamp a sentiment, quite possibly. Twigs and sprigs is not going to work. Cottage flowers. Ooh, deckled rectangles. This is what I do and this is part of the creative process I really don't show, but I like to go through, touch, feel all of my sets. And look, layering circles is always a good one. I think I will lose too much using these, however much I do love them. Pretty pop-ups. I don't think we will show these dies to their best. Ooh, and a favourite, scallop contours. They would work really, really well. And I'm literally going to get the dies out and just put them up against what I'm using. Painted labels, especially these two, may work. Amazing thanks, possibly for some sentiments. Flowers, no, I'm just looking for some basic shapes. Hydrangea, no, not Eden, not artistic, although this one, you may get a really cool effect from this one. I'm going to see if it fits. Penned flowers, no. Brilliant wings. I may be able to get some butterfly shapes out of it and then put vellum on top. Pop that one to the side because that will be an afterthought to fill in everything. Stitch greenery, no. Okay, I think we've got enough to play with. Now, all of these products I am showing are available in my online stores. So if you are in Australia and you would like to purchase off me, I would really love to be your demonstrator and for you to purchase from me. Let me see. Oh, hello, Miss Deb. All the way across the other side of the country. Oh, you really like seeing the process, and it does give you tips. I'm glad, Deborah. Hello, Shelley. Hello, Trisha. Hello, Darlene. Okay, so let's see. Now, I don't know why I put that box all the way away, because I have a feeling majority of these die sets are going to end up back in the box. Now, lots of people ask me, these are art bin, oh, see, that's way too big. there you go. So I've discounted that. However amazing it would look, it's just too big. And that's okay. So pop this back in there. I know these will work, but I'm just going to pop that aside. Now, layered scallop contours, should I say. So these are Art Bin magnetic sheets, and my dear friend Jamie and myself made the pouches from sheet protectors. So we used her fuse tool, which isn't a Stampin' Up product, but now that works well as a window. And I could have two different shapes and make two different cuts. So we're just going to pop this one over here to the side because that will work nicely. Yay! Congratulations, Sheila, and you're spending it with us. That makes us feel very special. Now, I know layering circles will work as well, but we're just popping this now. Sentiments. I'm just popping that off to the side because that's one of the ones I kind of like. Maybe looking at the deckled rectangle just because it gives it a really cool edge, and we'll see what size may work if this wants to come out. Dear friend, please remove yourself from your pouch. There we go. Okay, so we've got one. Now, I'm literally just eyeballing this, and I think I'm going that one. See, that's got a bit of wastage, but it is a great size. And then I've got the great shape, and if I put it and there's not too much white space, I think I'm doing okay. And I think someone suggested maybe that I hand cut the word amazing out. What do you think? I'm just popping this back. So stylish shapes, I'm going to leave that out because that may work in this area down here, especially this, and the stitch rectangles may work down here as well. So they're going off to the side. The die box for the moment is going back. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Sorry, having to get all my plates done. Oh, that's awesome, Cindy. I'm glad I had great timing for you. Yeah, with all the funerals and bits and bobs I've had to do the last week, it's actually lovely to get here at the time and on time to what I normally do. So we have plate 1, we have plate 2, and 1 plate 3. So that is the basis of our sandwich. Then I'm going to add the paper that we're cutting and the die. The only problem is there is a little bit of a blemish there, but I'm sure we can cover that up with something. So what did you guys think of using a hippo on this? I didn't angle that putting it through, which is why we got extra crunches. So that is our die cut piece. That actually works really, really well. And look, really not much wastage, and I've still got our parakeet party piece at the bottom. Now we're going to get a different one here, and I'm thinking a grey hippo might look really cool on this. Tell me what you think. Ah, you did, Corinne. I knew it was somebody, and I'm just glad you're here. Okay. See, when you angle the die, you don't get the crunching. You get the bop at the end, but you don't get the pop and crunch all the way through. So this one's a little bit different. We've got a little blue peeking through at the bottom, which I like actually. And I love the stitch detail. I think I do prefer this one over the deckled rectangles, but that's okay. Now, while we're here, I cannot use anything else off this, so that one's going to go not in recycling. I'm just going to pop it to the side. The only problem is, Corinne, on both of them, I have very close letter to amazing. So the year is very, very close, which is why I'm not sure I can cut it out, but we will see. I think I have to put this on the ground for the moment and just work out sentiments. What will fit, what won't, and then if we need the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, we can bring it back. Okay. Now, we're going to be good crafters and put the dies straight back, straight in the pouch, so then nothing gets lost, because we've all been there before. Okay, that can go over there. Scallop contour can go here. I do love the scallop contours. They've just got that extra bit of detail in them. Without trying hard, you just get that detail, which is lovely. Okay, right. Well, it was very easy. I just used, I'll even show you because the stamp set is on the desk. Okay, so I just used this stamp and I flipped it round. That's how I created the pattern. So, and the colours we use were Tahitian Tide, Parakeet Party and Gorgeous Grape. So, I do want to get Charming Sentiments to see if I can get something to work in this bottom bit. Now, these are shown at 85%, so oh my dear word, we have had an avalanche in here, and the stamp that I actually want, that's too short and stubby. What one's that one? What's new? Can't even see where that goes. Babies are a blessing. This is great, kind of everything set. So everything will be okay. That's a nice condolence one. Wishing you everything wonderful. That is a very, very good all occasions. And then we've got dies to go with each of these. So what's new? We've got good luck. We've got everything. Okay. Just seeing if that will kind of work there. I don't know if it's too wide. We do get a bit of everything. Should we just go for it? And I'm assuming we want to use Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to make an executive decision and go for it. Okay, have my stamp. I'm even going to go rogue and just stamp it. Oh no! What happened there? Oh dear. Lost some of my nail. Hello Laurie, thank you for joining. Hello Cherie. Hello Miss Maureen. Sorry, I was card making and not looking at the comments. So, going rogue. Okay. Yay, it worked. It helps that I re-inked this last video. Just saying. The re-inking has done wonders for the quality of the stamping. Just saying. If you're not getting really nice results stamping, it's often what you're stamping on, or it's your ink pad is dry. Okay, now where did I put these? I put these over here. I think they're right on the bottom actually. No, of course not. They're second from the bottom. Nope. I put so many things over here. Of course. Right in the middle. Okay, so these are all the dies. And I'm pretty sure we need this one. I think. We shall see. And it's really cool. You've got hearts, you've got streamers, you've got, I think you can pretty much bake fireworks, you've got stars, you've got, it could be a teardrop or it's the flame for the candle. So you've got quite a few things here that you can use. So this way, that is the one. Good spotting. So there is a die for every sentiment, and then we've got all of our additional shapes. But I'm not sure I'm going to use the additional shapes today. Okay, so that. It's Thursday the 25th. I know what the date is because the Christmas Stampathon came out today. So I have uploaded that video for you, and over on the face group, the challenge is up. And I just dropped the die, and I'm going to get my little magnetic friend and pick it up. Right, I have my die back. Okay. So just going to line this up. I'm pretty sure that is right on. If it's not, you're still going to be able to read it. So I put the top plate in on an angle, and that just moved. Normally it doesn't, but today it's not playing nicely. You could use washi tape if you so wished. Yep, that's good. But what I normally do is put it in, and then I push down and sandwich it in, and that isn't going to move. Okay. That is there. Where is our die cut piece? And that's perfect. That is perfect. Very, very, very happy with that. I'm undecided if we're finished with this, so I shall pop it back to the side. To the side really means on the ground. Oh, thank you for sharing my shop link, Cheryl. It is also in the... Is this the year? Well, I don't know, Cindy, because we're already... This is our 8th challenge for the Christmas Stampathon, actually. We've already gone January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. This is our 8th one because we started in January. I like that. Or do I put this on here? I don't know. I keep on going back to this one. Now, to add hippos or not, because our hippos are only available for 6 more days, or unless they sell out beforehand. You can jump in with any of the challenges, Cindy. It doesn't really matter. I kind of like this girl winking and with the flower. I think that's really sweet, and I haven't used that hippo yet. So I think we're just going to go for it. Okay. Going to see if I have a scrap that is big enough. I think I do. Do I have two? I think I've got two as well. There we go. So, going to be colouring using, what am I going to use? Stampin' blends. So I definitely want to use Memento ink. Fair enough, Cindy. It is hard. There are so many things we want to do, and we don't always have the time to do them all, sadly. Okay. Now, because I haven't used her before, I am going to, just with my finger, make sure there is no, take off the manufacturing film. There is a little bit there. Okay, and hope and pray that this is going to look amazing. Hold it there for a few seconds, and that looks as good as it can. It's not totally even, but you know, we're not going to complain. Perfect. The middle is a little not so great, but I can deal with that. Okay, so am I just going to go smoky slate? Because I'm thinking that will be the easiest. And what I actually need to do is follow my advice from earlier and put away this die, which goes right there. And then we're not going to lose it. Smoky slate. Yes, I think I'm just going to go smoky slate, and I'm going to use Highland Heather for the flower. Okay, this is dark smoky slate, which is fine, but I better have my light one ready to go. Okay, so I am very comfortable with going dark to light with my blends. A lot of people are not, and that is okay. So there's going to be shadow under the chin, and there's going to be shadow here. Go try and do both sides. Bottom of the arm here. And down there, and just down here. This won't be perfect colouring, but it will be done. Hopefully I come back okay. I'm so sorry, I just had a phone call. And I am trying to just blend these darker places out. So I'll just give some little massaging in circular motions. And I have purposely left the tummy bare, because I am probably going to come in with, what am I going to come in with? Most likely ivory, because that worked really well on some other ones that I was doing. Okay, just a little titch here and here. While I'm here, I'm going to take Flirty Flamingo Light and just, oh, that was a big drop. That isn't what I wanted, but we are definitely going to have to deal with it. Just dealing with it, but that's okay. So I'm going to leave the eye alone, and I will put a little drop of colour, probably our Tahitian Tide. Now, I'm going to see if I can layer some of this, which I can. So I'm going to repeat everything I just did on my second hippo without the drop of Flirty Flamingo. This is our dark, and I did just get in the white of the eye, which I really and truly didn't want to do, but I will show you how to fix it. Okay, just go in and add some dark places, otherwise she looks very 2D. We want her to look a little more 3D than a plain piece of paper. Okay. My colouring is a bit rough today, but it will be done all the same. Just go very slowly and lightly down here. Just find out if there are any white places that I want to colour in and blend out. Okay, I think I'm done, and I'm going to show you how to fix up that eye. Hey Jacqueline, how are you? Oh, Cheryl is on top of everything. If it's not Cheryl, it's Delinda. But Delinda isn't here today. So this is our colour lifter now. Don't let the name deceive you. This actually doesn't lift colour. It actually pushes the colour deeper into the cardstock. So I basically have the white of that eye back. I can do a couple more dabs. I'll show you on the back. You can see just there where it has pushed the colour through. Going to add just a bit of pink to the ear. Putting it over is sometimes a little easier. Now, ivory. This worked really well in one of my other projects. So what I want to do is go in everywhere with the ivory, trying to use a single layer without going over. And I can tell I've used this a bit. The end is getting a little straggly. So now to create my shadows, I just want to add some layers. And under here. So I have created that, and I'm going to go in very carefully on the tummy. Now, should we choose some fun colours for the nails? Because I'm assuming we decided she was a girl. Could be a boy giving a flower, but I think I have decided she is a girl. So I just added some shadows under. the arms where there would naturally be shadows anyway. Okay. A bit more confident on the second one because I worked it all out with the first. Back up into there. Okay, now going under here. I know I just went over that leaf, but I'll bring in the parakeet party and we will be fine. So a bit of extra shadowing under the neck and under the arms. Okay, now parakeet party in the dark for my leaves because that is going to go in with the colours that we used on Tuesday that we're bringing in. Now I'm not doing any shading with the flower because it is so small. Where's my Highland Heather? Here we go, Highland Heather Dark for our flower. And I'll have a look. Oh, damn. That was really, really watery, which is what I did not want. But it's now just done like that. That's okay, it's fully bloomed flower and I forgot some rosy cheeks and I wanted to use a little bit of petal pink, but I think I'm going to go in with the light first. Oh, thank you, Cindy. And I find it really hard to talk while I'm actually doing this. Oh, that light just works perfectly. Just some cute rosy cheeks. Okay, now blue eyes I think will look really, really nice with our Tahitian Tide. So we're just making all these colours come back in. So literally just a dot of colour right in the eye. So we're keeping the outer part of the eye white. Nails and toenails. No one has said anything. I am pondering. I know I'm looking at mine. I'm so sad about that nail. Don't want to go for anything too dark. We could just go with some light fresh freesia, keeping in the purple realm. And I'm definitely going to try this. Ooh, they look great. Just light but coloured in. So, and the whites of the eyes are obviously meant to be white. But this is just a very, very light colour treatment. Oh, they look sweet. Might even go over them one more time. Just for a bit of depth of colour. Oh, so sweet. Okay, I think I'm done with all of these. Just let me grab a basket here. And I will, for such a little image, I do find you do use a lot of blends. A lot. That was a lot of blends, but tell me if it wasn't worth it, because she is super duper cute. And we have one for each card. Frasier is good. Night, Deb. Oh, good night, Deb. Thank you for popping in to say hi. I appreciated that. Okay, we could use the mini, but we've already got this one out. Now, where are my hippo dies? They are here. So I think it's this die. Okay, now let's just line this up as best as we can. Try and make it as even as possible. Okay, and leave it like that. And to pop this in, sandwich that down and run it through. Okay, that's not too shabby. Not perfect, but not too shabby. Can't have everything perfect. Okay. Sorry, I got something weird in my mouth. Had to be from the water I just drank, but who knows what that was. Thank you, Corinne. I think she's a bit cute, even though one flower is totally bloomed over. It's all good. And I don't think I can get away, Corinne, with using the Amazing. I just don't. Yeah, they're too close. I won't be able to get the nice framing margin that I like. But it was such a good idea. But I'm also very happy that I have got these amazing shapes. And do you know what we need to find? We need to find a secondary sentiment, because I've only got one at the moment. So I think we might search through the Use It Up box or pouch or Use It Up supplies. So I think we can commit these two to recycling. Okay, my Use It Up bits are here. So I don't know anyone else turning 18 that I haven't already given a card to. Wishing you everything wonderful, Woodwork. And then it's all from the same stamp set. I think that works wonderfully. Look at that. Just like I planned it. Okay. They can go back in there. Now, we need to do some laying out. So, am I doing it landscape or am I doing it portrait? I think that one will go quite nicely like that with the wishing you. Do you know what? That could just go down the middle because it's the same colour. Now, I do have some things to cover up on this one. So I could do that. We will need to do some grounding. So one portrait, one landscape. I'm assuming I'm going to be using some kind of smoky slate because that's what I have coloured her with. And would you believe I have two card fronts? So I have a portrait card front and I have, maybe not, yeah, I do have one here, and a landscape card front that I just happened to prepare earlier. Too cute. I'm glad you like. Okay. Bone folder. I had all these ideas and we've come out with something probably simpler than what I first anticipated. I may need another layer under these. So they look great, but I just feel we need another layer. Yes. So I will need these again. And this is just how card making goes. You get your basic bits and then you go, no, 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 we need more. But what colour more? That is the question. Because yes, that I think that will work beautifully. Even though it's not straight, I think that will work perfectly for us. Now let's see what's the largest or the next largest in the scallop contours, because these don't necessarily match. They are all a little bit different. So we have this friend. Okay, I'm going to do it upside down. Well, that still works because it's a lovely scallop. Now, I need help with colours. I really don't know what colours to use. Maybe I'm going to need to get them down, because I swear we really did like a Tahitian tide the other day. So don't know that that's actually going to work. Next colour, parakeet. And I'm just getting these out to try for colour. These are not final decisions. Okay, yes or no? And then I will grab Gorgeous Grape, of course. Gorgeous Grape right there. I think today Gorgeous Grape is the winner. Although, looking at the screen, I kind of like the parakeet on this one. Not the green Korean. Okay. We shall put the parakeet party away. It is a very strong colour. But I'm also equally not sure, and I do find it easier. I like the grey bases, Bobby. Or do you reckon use the grey layers and then these card fronts? Invert it. The Gorgeous Grape is nice, Bev. I do agree with you. I do agree. And the grey layer doesn't work. But I do like the grey base. So, do you know what? I may just chop this piece and not use the next layer up, because then we're adding more scallops and it's more complicated. But with the deckled rectangle, I will use the die. Okay. Rightio. Let me put this one in inside so we don't lose it. Poor Lavender has double big exams today. Feel so sorry. So there's a morning one and then one directly after lunch. These are big exams. I'm just eyeballing this, and that is, it's pretty even. It's not straight, but it's pretty even. I do need to take a bit of a slither off here. There we go. That just evened that edge up. So that goes on that. This can go back away. Now I need to see if I have a scrap of the Tahitian, and it looks like I do. Yes. Ooh. Do I? Which somehow, no, they won't be big enough. That's okay. Okay. Creating a bit of room here. How did, oh, that's the marker. Marker, the marker, the marker. Okay, big scissors. Do a snip and see. Done. Okay. One more go through the machine. So does anyone have any interesting plans for the weekend? I know it's only Thursday. I have my team meeting on Sunday. And I don't think I have much else planned. Done. So did you see I popped that through on an angle and there was no crunching, banging, nothing, which was fantastic. So that's always the trick on the angle. Are you going on a train, Bobby? Where on the train? Lovely lipstick isn't a current colour anymore. Who mentioned lovely lipstick? Yes, Jacqueline. That is a retired in colour now. So no longer current. Now, I'm really going to see if this glue works. It did not work yesterday. Let's see. Oh, only a little glue goober. Wasn't too bad. Okay. We can deal with that. Lovely. Perfect. And it then just does give us a better framing for the shape. So that's really good. Very, very happy with that. Now, the other piece. Nice. Even must have been meant that we were taking that extra slither off. It definitely worked in our favour. Now I do have two blemishes to cover up there, so I can basically do that just like that. But we're going to need dimensionals and my scissors. No one saw that I nearly cut my finger there, did you? No. Two might do us today. Right, off screen. So who has checked out this month's Christmas Stampathon challenge? Because we are doing all things vellum this month. So we are, yes, we're having a play with vellum, which is lots of fun. So just pop this all up on dimensionals. I wonder if I can use the big ones in the middle and then mini ones on the edge. Yep, one fits there. Come on. Fits there. I don't think we'll have a saggy middle, but we shall see. Oh look, I've got little friends on the back. I've got a couple of half-used or almost used sheets, so we'll get them all used up. Come on, come off. Ah, Laurie, okay, so here on my YouTube channel, I posted it a couple of hours ago. I have my sample for the challenge, and in the description I actually have the link over to the Facebook page, and it's Christmas Stampathon 2022, and we set a challenge every month. It's basically about being ready for Christmas, so not making all your cards all at the very end, and making them as we go throughout the year. So I think this month I made 9 cards. One of them gets set aside for a random act of kindness to one of the participants, and then I keep the rest and they go in my stash. So a little bit of dimension here works really, really well. And I like that she's looking into the sentiment. Okay, it's this one. No, wrong one. And oh, that's right. Do you know what, Bobby? I hate it when you're right. It just, let me see what it looks like on the basic white. Da, 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 da. Fold my card base. But yes, we have a lot of fun. Oh, very good, Laurie. Oh, you watched it. Thank you, Shari. Hopefully you enjoyed it. So, all things vellum. Okay, Bobby, I don't like the white either. I think it looks better on the grey than it does on the white. So let me have a look at it in my screen. Or maybe we need to do a bit of stamping in the background. Dark makes a pop. Well, there's no navy in it, Bobby. That's the problem. Unless I grab basic grey, because that is darker again. And that may be the bridge between the two colours. these are not scored, but that's okay. I have such a mess here too. Is that better, Bobby? Ah, thank you, Laurie. Thank you. I'm just having a look at what I might be able to stamp in the background. I know you say black or navy, but I refuse to use navy nor black because I want to stay. I'm not using black, guys. I do actually have a bit of an aversion to use black as a card base. I think it's fine as an element. Bingo, right. You're fine with the grey. Good-o. Now, I need to do another card base. Happy medium. We compromised in the middle. Okay, so I want to score long ways in half. So down the length of the card, I score, and then I cut the shorter side. There we go. Done. Okay. Going to be putting away cardstock and all these dies. Lucky my dies don't go in order. That's all I can say. Bone folder. No, not using that. That can go to the side. Bev, you know you're right. But especially with pastels, with our subtles, the smoky slate is just stunning. Okay, so this. So I'm thinking it definitely needs to be put on dimensionals. Just to add a little bit more interest, and I will find some embellishments to use, just to add a little bit of sparkle and shine. And we're going to go no saggy middles, as it kamikazes off where I want it to be. There we go. I could but I wouldn't know what to use right now, and I don't fancy my neck and back pulling back over this. So do you know what? Another layer of vellum would look really, really good on this. But we're just going to keep it as complicated as what we've done it. I don't even think that's straight in any way, shape or form. 2-square ruler to check it out. Actually, it's not that badly crooked. It's just the edges. Okay, let's just move on. This needs a bit more of burnish. Now, I have no idea where this other sentiment went. So I do, it's right there. Covering up a lot of that parakeet party, actually. Would it work better landscape as well? But then this. Sorry, I'm here pondering, girls and guys. Okay, what's annoying me is this needs to be trimmed off a hair for one. I'm looking at it and it's truly annoying me. That's better. There's problem one solved. You like landscape? Yeah, Cherie. I think that's what I did at the start. I did spill it over. But I've also would prefer to keep this centered, so you're still covering up a fair bit anyway. And then to balance that, or even if I went that way, to balance that, you want to pop her off to the side. I know, I'm not loving this one as much, and this one was turning out to be my absolute favorite. Just let me pop some dimensionals on here, and it may change my perspective. So use all your edge pieces. I did have someone come to my class and they were astounded at one of my recent videos that I was cutting up the edges, because they'd finished all their dimensionals on the inside and then threw out the outsides. And I went, no. You did end up getting the hippos, Bobby. I thought you might. Did you get the dies as well? Or just the hippos? Because these hippos, actually, you won't be able to get them after the 31st of August. So celebration ends, and they just will swim by and not come back and see us. It's not Orchid Oasis. It is, what I used was Starry Sky, Cherie. It's, is it? Yeah, it's Starry Sky. Okay, just let me pop that back down, even though I know it's stretched. Or do I go totally rogue? I think that is better, and I will get some vellum behind here just to give this something to sit on. I think that is so much better, rather than trying to cram everything in to... It's a bit wide. Trying to cram everything onto our scallop label, just taking that sentiment off completely will be the ticket. I may not put it all the way over. I'm just going to do this and this. And I may just flag the ends, but it just needs something to sit on. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That works well. You do, yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me. Love the feedback, ladies and gents. Okay, so I can happily pop our hippo friend down. And that way we can see all the colours, and I will need to add just a little bit of grounding there. And definitely I'm going blind here. It's because it's sitting under my scissors and it just hit the floor. That's fine, that's fine. So and I'll cut this piece in two. Right. Because there are the pieces on the floor and I'm not leaning over to grab it at this time. Come off. I want to use all the words and call it names, so then it will do what I want. Okay, perfect. See, that just squared off. Looks fantastic. Now, Stampin' Seal for this one. So we just behind where the sentiment is. So not beyond there. And flick and pull. I'm going to pop this down first. That will do. I know it's not perfect, but it will do. Man riding by on a horse will not notice. If I send this to one of you lovelies, you're not going to say, that isn't perfectly straight and even, Ellen. You're going to go, oh, wow, Ellen thought of me. Thank you for sending me a card. Now, no one had any thoughts of our embellishments. I'm thinking to really lighten it up, and we might use our iridescent rhinestones after I do this. Don't so much need it on the first card, but we definitely do need it on here. So just a touch of grounding. And then I'm going to take the colour lifter and just so there we go. So we're looking grounded and lovely there. Iridescent rhinestones, where are you living in here? There you are. And because this will pick up all the colours that we have used, that will just work beautifully. Now, come out, please. If you're not in agreement, say it loud and say it quickly. Okay, and no one has spoken. I grabbed the wrong take your pick tool, but I shall make it work. Okay. Thank you for your perseverance this week with my cards, because it really, really has been a labour of love. Okay, I've just got a bit more putty out. Don't ask me how I make a little bit more putty come out, because there is only one way I can do that. And I know my dentist would hate the way that I do it. Okay, that doesn't want to come with its glue friend. So I'm going to make it come with its glue friend. Actually, it's going in the bin. They are too misaligned. Oh, and now the glue has stuck to my finger. Oh, no, maybe it came off. Okay, take 2. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And we'll just grab a little friend and pop her up there. And then take a medium friend. So I just want your eye to kind of travel around the card. So I need to add an extra dimensional under that days, because we've used double dimensionals. Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know if you girls can see it, but I can, and it's quite annoying actually. Oops. So just need to take the top off there and just pop that there. There we go. We're sitting totally straight now. Just doing the finessing. I think I'll ponder where I want to put my 5th one over there. So I just push from the side, although these big ones do have a whole lot of purchase and they just want to hang around, which is fine. And don't worry, I do have another whole sheet of these because I cannot be without them. They are just gorgeous and work in so many amazing situations like this where I have used so many gorgeous colours. So just one there. Just one there. I do wonder if you can hear David snoring. Please tell me you can, so then I can make him feel... No, that will be a horrible thing to say to one's husband, wouldn't it? Okay, I'm happy with that. And I do need to add another one of these. And I'm thinking just up there. I think I'm done. Now, that felt like a slog, girls, but I think I am done. So we did use three stamp sets. We used our already used up, or our use it up pieces of Artistically inked that I'd previously stamped with this. Both sentiments came from Charming Sentiments, and we have our celebration set of Hippest Hippos. So that is only available until the end of the month or while stocks last. So to cut out our shapes, we used scallop contours, and I haven't put this back away. So just as a reminder, you can get all of these products in my online store, so that is linked below, and I think Cheryl has popped it up a couple of times in the chat. And we have our deckled rectangles. We cut our sentiments using sentiment silhouettes, and I'm running out of room. And then we cut our hippos using the hippo dies. So they are also a celebration item. So you can earn this one with the $90 order and this one with the $90 order. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. Oh, my pleasure, Laurie. It was a journey. So we also have our final bit of embellishing with our stunning iridescent rhinestones. So I will leave those at the bottom. So something happened here. Oops, no. Don't know what happened. Here we go. I'm going to go get this up again. So does anyone have any questions before I go? Thank you. Thank you, Bobby, for the super thanks. I appreciate that. If you guys ever would like to, you can give me a super thanks, or just even a normal thumbs up and a comment is always appreciated. You can't hear him, Corinne. I'm so glad you can't hear David. So I will be back on Tuesday. I'll be sharing some of the projects I have completed with my team and with my class. So I will be with you those, I will share those with you next week and even the week after. So have an amazing weekend. As always, thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate sharing it with you. And don't forget thumbs up and leave a comment. I will see you soon. Bye.